Home prices in the Dallas-Fort Worth area have fallen yet again, which makes this the 5th straight month we've seen home prices fall in the area.
I can't believe this is happening.
Home prices have fallen so much throughout the year, we're basically back at where we were this time last year in terms of home prices. But the biggest difference between where we are now and where we were last year is, of course, mortgage rates. The Fed has been continuing to raise interest rates with the goal of achieving a 2% inflation rate. And even though it's been a very painful thing to watch, it's actually starting to do what they've set out to do. And how this relates when it comes to the housing market is when we see the mortgage rates. Now that home prices are right back at where they were this time last year, you would think that would mean getting a home would be just as affordable. But in actuality, this is far from the case, because even though home prices are where they were the same time last year, mortgage rates were almost 2% cheaper if you bought the home last year. So let's say that you were buying a home for $400,000 this year versus last year. That would mean you'd have saved about $8,000 a year just in interest alone. And that would have equated to a savings of about $666 a month on your mortgage payment. So you might be asking yourself, when are home prices going to be more affordable in the Dallas-Fort Worth area? Well, we're going to talk about that and more in this video, but before we get into the content, I just want to remind you to hit the like button if you enjoy the content or if you find anything helpful. And if you would like to see more content like this, consider subscribing to stay up to date with the latest real estate news, tips, and tricks. So first of all, let's start off by talking about where we are now in terms of home prices in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. Home prices in the area are still falling, but the pace at which they are falling has definitely slowed down. In July of 2023, home prices fell 1.2% year over year, which puts the median home price in the area at $410,000. But even though home prices have fallen year over year again, there are still some counties that actually have experienced a surge in home prices. Take Dallas County, for example. Home prices in Dallas County have gone up 1.4% year over year, which puts the median home price at $365,000. And another example of home prices actually going up would be in Ellis County. Home prices in Ellis County have jumped 5.4%, which puts the median home price there at $421,501. So as you can see, even though we have elevated mortgage rates, the impact it's having on home prices in the Dallas-Fort Worth area are starting to subside. But still, if you're planning to buy a new house in the near future, mortgage rates are definitely going to be a big factor when it comes to what your overall budget will be. So that's why I think it's important for us to discuss where we are currently with mortgage rates and what are some insights to what we can expect for the rest of 2023. For the majority of the year, mortgage rates have been between the 6 to 7% range, but for the past couple of weeks, we've been in the low to mid 7% range. The latest increase in mortgage rates can be attributed to the Fed deciding to raise its benchmark interest rates by 0.25% at the last Fed meeting. And the unfortunate news is that they've hinted towards another rate increase before the year is over. The most recent surge in mortgage rates have put them at the all-time high for 2023, and just in 1 month's time, mortgage rates have increased about 0.75%. Now, this might not seem like a big increase at first, but this can have a significant impact on your purchasing power for your new home. In fact, for the average home buyer, this will lower your purchasing power by tens of thousands of dollars. Now, the best part about mortgage rates continuing to rise is that this will continue to put pressure on home prices to continue to go down. So if you're somebody that's looking to find a good deal on a house in terms of house prices, this is definitely trending in your favor. That's why this is actually becoming one of the most opportune times to jump into real estate investing. And many real estate investors, including myself, are acquiring more property right now, because the truth is we may never see home prices this low ever again. Because if you think about it, home prices are only going down because mortgage rates are going up. So when mortgage rates finally go down, home prices are going to start to increase at the same time. And you'll have plenty of opportunity throughout the time that you own your home to change your mortgage rate. but you'll never be able to change the purchase price of your property. Now, as we've seen all year long, the pressure from high mortgage rates have forced home prices to come down. But despite mortgage rates being in the low to mid 7% range, the effects of mortgage rates have started to subside. And that's why this is one of the most opportune times to buy a house now, if you can afford it. You may not be able to get that house that you really want right now, but when mortgage rates go down, you stand to gain an explosion in your equity. And when this happens, it would allow you to move and have the cash you need to get the home that you actually wanted, and maybe some more. And the best thing about this is it's money that you didn't have to work for. Okay, if you've enjoyed the video, let me know by hitting the like button and consider subscribing to stay up to date with the latest real estate news, tips, and tricks. If you need a real estate agent in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, feel free to reach out to me. My contact information will be in the description below. And until next time, peace.